And we are It was twice, yeah, fuck you. And we are live from the Brojo. In the Rochambeau Bros news, I am Kien.
I am John Dean.
Max Schooley.
J.L. Ducamp.
A sick Mexican.
Say your name, Zach.
He already did.
No, say your name, Zach.
I am 4.
There we go. So Zach is another Asian person that I decided to hang out with people. So
Do you think that the sequel to I Am Number 4 would be I Am Number 5 or I Am Number 4 too?
I can't remember this. It's the book series.
Yeah, I know there's a book series, but they only made one movie.
They did.
which is fine with me.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
It was not.
No.
The book series is better.
The book is not too bad.
No. Do you know the guy who wrote the book?
No.
He's the guy who wrote Million Little Pieces. The person who lied about his life in that book.
Oh my god.
He wrote that book.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Because he's really good at making lies, like a good book.
I mean, technically, most good authors are.
You don't think the child called it really happened?
Well, that's what I mean. Storytelling is basically just one big lie.
Like, you don't think his mom beat him?
I don't know. I mean, probably not.
That's fucked. He like.
Fuck.
Isn't there another book that's almost exactly like that one?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't know. I just kind of like lost train of where we are. So I don't
Right.
even know what I
So what have you guys been up to lately? John couldn't make it to the Rick and Morty party, so what were you doing?
Yeah,
I
John.
was doing shit. I don't remember stuff.
Lifts and shit.
Riding
Yeah.
dolphins.
Yeah,
Getting
totally.
splashed and all wet. Well, we had that Rick and Morty party where we went #1 fan.
Yay!
And Jeremy was there. Fuck Jeremy. But
Yeah, that sounds about right.
fuck Jeremy. If you hear me say fuck Jeremy throughout this entire podcast, it's cool. Also, I ran into the dipshit today.
Oh no.
He was hanging out with Travis and Emily.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask how that went.
He walked like, you know how he always walks like he's super constipated?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was walking like that, and he saw me and like turned his head and dashed into Walmart. And I'm like, alright, that's cool.
Nice.
That's cool. I read his Snapchats sometimes. They're really depressing.
I don't.
He's got the black screen back, guys.
I stopped following him because.
Max, he's got the black screen back.
What'd he say?
He's like, life's just not going my way.
Good. Maybe if he kept people that help him pay rent. Fucking asshole.
Right,
He
nah.
takes a friend's advice.
Right, yeah. But we did have that Rick and Morty party, and that season. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it's so good.
Holy shit, yeah.
It's so fun.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's
I'm
fun.
going to.
It's
Like,
fun.
just to say one, it does hit a lot on.
Diverse.
Yeah, that.
It hits a lot on diverse. And I don't know, Zach. What have you been up to?
Man, I've just been slaving away at work. That's it.
Where do you work?
Work at a hospital,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You weren't real. You're not a real Asian. Are you trying to be a doctor?
Are you
or-
a doctor yet?
No.
No.
Then you know Asia.
What are you trying to go to? What are you going to school? What are you going to school for then, Zach?
I'm not going to school.
Oh,
Yeah.
why are you working at a hospital? What do you do at the hospital?
I just work in the cafeteria.
Why you asking all these questions?
Insert catheter.
I like to know
these questions.
I like to know who's in my house. I'd like to question them around. The last time I saw Zach, he was in high school, thinking he was black, wearing a fucking pharaoh necklace.
Shit.
That,
Yeah.
At least I wasn't dressed like
Homeboy,
the other one,
no.
though.
Homeboy, no, yeah. Your other friends dress super gay, but you dress. People, if you just search up "Fresh Off the Boat"
Oh god.
and see how that kid dressed for the Janet Jackson concert. That was Zach when I first met him.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I gave that shit up though, thank God.
Do you still listen to hip hop?
Yeah, not as much though.
Oh, come on. You know,
Not as much.
dude, I was just jamming out to Drake. Like, I'm not gonna give you shit.
You jammed Drake.
I jam out to
And
Drake.
you call other people gay?
Drake's got some good songs. Like, after a breakup, he just speaks to you.
Okay.
Well,
that's
I'm happy I'm not
very
the
gay.
only one that
Disagree.
actually listens to Drake.
Oh, high five. Did you listen to Kendrick's new album?
the amount of gay going on right
Damn.
now.
Dude,
You don't even listen to Drake.
Dude,
Exactly.
Kendrick's new album is fire as shit
Same.
though. Like the teaser for the I hope they show this teaser because I was reading like what the teaser was for Black Panther. They played DNA, and I was like, oh, that's just about right. So we had that Rick and Morty party. A bunch of kids showed up.
Oh my god, there were so many people here.
Number one fan.
Y'all
One of
should
them had a
check
drone
out
that
y'all
we didn't
should
learn
check
about
out
until they
fucking
brought out the drone.
Mercules' new album. That's some fucking hip hop for you.
Who's Mercules?
Some
He's like
fucking
Hercules.
big ass white guy.
Oh,
Right?
With scars
See?
all over his face. He's pretty
Hercules.
badass. Yeah, he's like Hercules, but he kills people with his rhymes.
Not with a giant
So is
club.
that
He
why he's a
literally-
mercenary Hercules?
He literally spits fire.
Oh god.
Oh.
like literally
And figuratively.
literally and figuratively spits fire. Well, that's very interesting. Just as interesting as the news.
Damn, I hope we were just gonna keep blabbering until we didn't have to do this.
No, you're
Another
fine.
tangent
Nice
episode.
segue. Right. No, I try my best now.
I mean,
So
the
the-
news is pretty boring.
Yeah. So.
Ouch.
I mean,
Sometimes.
unless you're an old man.
No, like these news, like we like make
It's
make
pretty
it.
I mean, we do fun
Yeah.
news.
Yeah,
News
like-
you can't make news in
No,
general
because we
sound
did
fun.
that tangent where we read weird news and like the fucking clown with one arm chasing people with
What?
a time machine.
Well,
Dude,
yeah, he had a
oh my
lot.
god,
He
you
had a
missed.
machete.
He had a
I've been
machete.
working a lot lately.
He had a
Yeah,
machete.
Magic the Gathering stabbing.
Yeah,
I saw that
machete
one.
duct taped to where his amputated arm.
Yeah, he was a veteran, and like
Oh,
it'll be posted sometime. But like we reread some weird ass news. Like a guy hit like my favorite one was the guy who hit fucking snakes in a can, literal snakes.
Oh yeah.
in a fucking
Yeah,
can.
smuggling,
Cobras, yeah,
that was
and I'm
fucking,
like, yeah, that's
oh my
pretty
God.
funny. It's pretty funny.
Why
So
don't you upload these the same week you record them?
because I use them for filler.
But this is news.
But
this
it's our
becomes
filler, but it's-
irrelevant like
No,
a week
it's,
after.
It's pretty irrelevant news.
Yeah, like
Even
it's like
the
it's
day
weird.
after it
Yeah, it's
happens.
weird news that like people can still Google and be like, oh my god, these guys were fucking right because apparently people listen to us. Braden Drogmiller, girl who hates Ryan. People, Ryan isn't here to tell the story, but I will tell it for him. So like Ryan was at his other person job, and some girl goes, hey, I think I know your voice from somewhere. Ryan being Ryan, like, trying to act all cool. It's like, nah, you probably never heard of me. And she's like, you're Ryan. He's like, oh yeah, you probably heard of me. She's
Oh,
like, yeah, I
no.
listen to your podcast. Oh, that's cool. You're my least favorite. I'm like,
Yes.
so to the lady who said that, like, if you want to just comment your name, just leave it down here. Ryan will not definitely write you threatening death letters about how terrible you are.
I
Also,
find you hilarious, miss. Thank you.
I also find you hilarious, but I'm gonna have to give you the worst pickup line of the year award.
She was a social justice warrior, so she wouldn't have dated Ryan anyways.
Well, now she's probably not gonna listen to our podcast.
And she's
Yeah.
gone.
Damn it! See what we did.
The one girl that listened,
I
I
like
mean,
that
and
so-
she hates Ryan.
I mean, we might be able to save this by saying we're not misogynists, like we did.
We have
last
said
time.
this
like
numerous
last
times.
time.
We have said this numerous times, and for some reason, when you listen to it, it's like these guys hate women. I'm like, no, I love women. I think they're beautiful creatures.
You're not helping
God.
the case.
That's not helping.
Alright, so what's on the news before we fuck up again?
Start with
I
some
mean,
trailers.
We're starting with them trailers, and the first one is Death Wish, and
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis shoots people.
Yeah,
I don't
Bruce
know.
Willis.
If it goes to Netflix, I'll like watch it.
I might watch
Yeah,
it with my
fuck
dad. Since dad will say, "Hey, Jay, wanna watch it?" Sure, free movie. Woo.
Did your dad tell you to watch Death Wish already, or you
No,
just
no. Like go like watch a movie. Like we go.
watch a movie with dad? Like that should be a show too. Watch a
I mean-
movie with dad, where like Jay and Joel are just sitting there drinking beer, like this is a really good movie.
And I go watch a movie by myself.
Because you don't
I'll
have
be
a
right
dad.
there with you.
Will Gil become your new dad?
There we go.
Gil Beto's new
He's-
daddy.
Younger than me, but he could be my dad.
Speaking of which, like, did you see that Game Grumps has like a dating RPG?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Like, I want to be that big someday, where we have our own dating RPG.
God, I hope not.
Max will be like Asian, like fucking anime eyes, and he'll be like True Daddy.
Holy shit! It's
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 Eli!
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 Oh my god!
I was not sure if he was gonna come today.
Yeah, I didn't know.
4:59, Eli. What the
It's
fuck?
Eli. Eli is here, and
There you go.
what? Eli? Oh yeah, Eli's here to talk about historical stuff later.
If you say so. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that's
Yeah,
a
fine.
topic.
Yeah, and you had a really good question. I gotta go refind it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, it's on Facebook.
Right, Eli! How's it going, man?
Not terrible.
What have you been up to all week?
There you
What the fuck were you listening to, like, rap music?
go. Eminem. If you
Oh,
want to classify
damn!
that as rap.
That's rap music. You give me nuts.
I mean, that's
Don't
like
do it. Don't
Snail.
do it.
Sound like a whole title from.
I regret that.
You're
Yeah, all I
welcome.
heard was a
So what
1
have
second
you been up to?
What?
What have you been up to?
Yeah.
Family stuff.
Yeah, how was
Yeah.
Nebraska? Depressing.
Sure is.
I mean, it's
The
fucking
state.
it's fucking Nebraska.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah, smile.
you all just don't understand how shitty Nebraska is. I got stuck in Ogallala with my car breaking down. The most awkward and racist town in the world.
Is that on the western side?
It's on the western side.
I
Yeah,
once
right. I was on the eastern side of Nebraska. It's basically the same as Iowa.
Pretty
Mm.
much.
I once, on my way to Norfolk, Nebraska, passed by a gas station in which I witnessed 8 of the most white trash people that I've ever seen in my life climbing into one fucking Oldsmobile Alero that looked like it was 6 days past the last time it broke the fuck
Oh
down.
my god.
I mean, I thought that was a Mexican thing, but alright.
No, these
No,
guys
they
were
ride El
white.
Caminos.
These guys were whiter than fuck.
So the Death Wish trailer is weird. Bruce Willis's family dies, and he's like, "I need to shoot people for vengeance."
It's basically live free or die hard on the streets.
Thank you. That's a
The
really good
hood version.
explanation. Well,
yeah,
it's a remake of.
definitely gonna be like a Netflix one for me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a remake
Yeah.
remade of the Charles Bronson movie, and like I mean I guess if you really like people getting shot and shit, go watch it. Then to Voltron Legendary Defender Season 3, and I cannot be happier.
I wonder which trailer Kien's excited
I
about.
love Voltron. I love the shitty 80s show. I love this, and it just looks so
It was really good. The first season and then what I've seen from the second season
Right,
is
it's
really good.
so.
I
looks-
could not be any more nonchalant about this.
Did you not? Did you watch the first one or?
I've seen the first 2 seasons, yeah.
Did
But
you-
I like old Voltron. This one, I'm kind of just indifferent about.
Well, they
I
fleshed
don't.
the characters out more.
I don't dislike it,
Yeah.
but I don't really enjoy it
Well,
that
I mean,
much
now
either.
3 seasons now.
It's just kind of boring for me.
Voltron is one of my favorite. Like, it's one of my favorite shows. I love giant mechs, and they're lion robots. And
Mhm.
basically, they're trying to
Zoids
find.
did it better.
So they did, but but the main thing about this is it's like it's finally going to the point where Shiro is no longer going to be the pilot of the Black Lion. It's going to be Keith, and then Princess Allura is going to control the Blue Lion,
Okay.
and then Lance is going to control the Red Lion.
Alright.
So they'll switch roles, where Keith will now be the head of Voltron.
See, I'm more used to that. That's why I'm.
Right, thank
like,
you.
Seasons 1 and 2, that's where they lost me in appeal.
Right,
Well,
and
yeah,
so
because they just kind of.
well, because
Yeah,
they had to
Shiro
flesh
in there,
they had to flesh out the idea,
reason.
like, well, in the original Voltron, if you watched it, like, because it's like
They do it quick.
Well, yeah, it was syndicated that like Shiro got defeated, and like Shiro's real name in that one was Sven.
Yeah.
Sven. So then we go into some movie news, guys, and I know you and John and Jay love them Star Wars thingies,
Yes,
them
we
War
do.
of the Stars.
By the way, if you go into
Oh
Walmart
right,
at
John
lunch-
Eli's here.
Oh yeah, Eli.
What?
Fuck you.
Well, that's fair enough.
Fuck you, and fuck your prequels.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck myself. I like
Yeah,
prequels.
Jay likes
Alright,
prequels.
I'm gonna go a little bit on a rant with prequels
I've got
here.
Jay support again.
That's not much.
I've recently gone back and rewatched them. They're still trash. Phantom Menace is still my favorite of the prequels. It's boring as fuck, but it's the most Star Wars of the Star Wars prequels. 2 is literally like a pile of shit shoved into my DVD player.
It's glossy CGI.
It's
all
awful.
CGI.
It's awful. The CGI in Phantom Menace is much worse. Now that I've gone back and rewatched it, that scene where the Gungans are fighting all of the droids, I don't think there is one single frame that looks realistic at all in that entire scenario.
But there's plans.
And then
There are plans.
3 is
No.
still pretty not good movie.
Pretty not good movie.
It's
Not good.
pretty not
So
good.
dumb.
Like three's
It
my favorite
hate-
out of the prequels.
I
Like,
agree.
if anything,
3-1, then
the action
Way
scenes
down there.
make it kind of up, like bring it up a little bit. But the fact that they could have made all 3 of these movies into the storyline that progresses in the third movie, would have been fine, and would have made the prequels a better thing.
On to that, Clint Howard, Ron Howard's brother, has a role in the Han Solo film.
Okay.
So, he might just be that technician who tells you the Apollo 13 is breaking down again. You just don't know.
Who is Ron Howard playing in the Solo film again?
He's not.
He's
He's
going to be the
directing.
narrator.
He's directing
obviously.
it.
Like
He's
the
directing
Okay.
it, yeah.
like Arrested Development.
He's just directing it.
Okay.
And
I think I had heard somewhere that he was going to be in it, but
He might
this
cameo.
no,
in it.
Clint.
Yeah.
Clint. His brother's gonna. His brother cameos in everything he does.
Yeah.
Like as like a technician or something,
Mm-hmm.
letting you know that something's going bad. So if you see Clint Howard in a Ron Howard movie, you know something's about to bad's about to happen. No. And Ron Howard also says Han Solo's going really well. That doesn't bode well for me when
No.
like someone has to tell you it's going well, because then that means it could be going like utter shit.
Yeah, anytime that they're like, yeah, things are totally going good, guys.
There's secretly a fire somewhere.
It's
Right.
like, it's literally like when kids stand in front of things and are like, there's nothing in here. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not broken, I swear.
John, there's pieces all around here. You broke it.
It's not broken.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where they get inside inside of his head, and then there's like millions of him
Oh,
running
yes.
around and
Right.
everything's burning.
Right. Guys, I got some sad news. Ron Perlman won't be cameoing in that Hellboy movie we all be wanting.
That's okay.
Oh shoot.
I'm so sad.
Oh,
Hellboy is
no.
actually one of the Ron Perlman movies that I actually kind of enjoy.
I mean, I
It is
like
good.
it.
Yeah,
I
so-
like it enough, but I don't think he needs to like cameo in it.
Yeah, I guess I can agree
It's
with
just
that.
like it was like the Baywatch movie. Like I didn't need David Hasselhoff and that shitty
Yeah.
like
I
Pamela
don't-
Anderson's been drugged up so bad that there was just a quick cut of her. I'm like,
I
yeah,
don't think
need
we
that.
needed that Baywatch movie in general.
Was it good? Is your
No,
question?
it was awful.
It was bad.
Why are they
Boring.
remaking everything?
It
from,
was
like, the
really
80s?
boring.
Dumb.
Era.
It was like not.
Why not?
It was not like.
I
It was
think
not,
I think if they had focused more on the comedy that they were kind of showing in the trailers,
Uh-huh.
and had just like kind of
no, because their comedy was so lowbrow, though. And
No,
most of the
I'm
parts.
talking about like the scenes that they made big
It's
in the trailers.
Baywatch.
Not,
I know,
Are you
but
not
like-
what they,
expecting highbrow
not
comedy?
no. They remade this to market it as a comedy, and
Yeah.
they put forward that in the trailer. The trailer was like every single joke in the movie
Right.
put into like a
No,
minute and
besides
15
the
seconds.
ugly lifeguard having
yeah,
a huge
except
dick.
for that.
But
Well, obviously,
right.
they can't just put his huge schlong in the fucking
The
trailer.
Red Band trailer they could have.
Maybe, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess.
Nah, like I'm not sad about this. Like I really hate like most cameos are just like they're just like, huh? Look, he was in a movie at one time. Huh?
Yeah, it's just kind of like, I see what they did there.
It's
and
like
then whatever.
it's like Where's Waldo for like a kid with autism, so they don't like freak out and
Oh my god.
so they don't freak out.
That's
It's
a
like,
highly
guys.
offensive
God, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'll let you finish
nonsense
though.
joke.
Stanley is the best cameo.
I
of
will
all time.
pour my fucking beer
Of
on
all
you.
time.
I will,
Don't sacrifice the beer.
I will fucking chuck you out my door.
You got a problem with Stanley?
I have.
I like Stan.
I don't have
Oh
a
my
problem
God.
with Stanley. I don't have a like for Stanley as much as everyone else does.
You just don't.
You don't
like.
cry when he shows up on stage.
Yeah, I don't fucking orgasm in the middle of a convention because Stanley walked near us.
God,
Recent-
everybody needed a humidifier.
Oh.
Recent Stanley
Fire.
cameos have been pretty fucking great, though.
Yes.
I liked his homecoming cameo. I thought that one was really
Guardians
funny.
of the Galaxy
That
one
was so-so.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That was so-so.
They
That one
usually
was
make him
funny.
funny, and that's all. I
It
ask
made me
for.
laugh.
When he's
He-
over at the apartment.
He's calling
Yes.
Spider-Man a menace.
And he's like hitting on that other chick that.
You know what? Make Stan Lee J. Jonah Jameson. If that,
Yeah,
like, if it was
yeah.
like,
That would not fit at all.
right. But like, no, that's just my thing. I personally don't think Stan Lee's as amazing as everyone thinks he is. Like, Max is with me.
Meh.
Max is as indifferent as I am. Like, yes,
I could care either way.
right.
Yeah, but
Like,
Max's soul has been crushed by marriage.
Oh shit!
That's right. You're married. You don't get an opinion.
And that's how Eli died.
What's the
And that's
next
how Gil died.
okay, so then we go into more Hellboy news. Sir Ian McKellen. No, not Ian McKellen. Oh fuck, what is his name?
Lol. The news
Ian
is
McShane.
wrong.
Ian McShane.
Wow.
Ian McShane to play Professor Broom in the Hellboy reboot, which is cool. I liked him in American Gods. I don't know if y'all like Max, Jay, and I have all watched American Gods.
My only hope for this is that they make Professor Broom an actual broom.
Oh my god.
Like a talking broom.
Yeah, with a lab coat.
Hellboy, what is it, Dad? Sweep me away. Sounds like a plan. And Hellboy creator hopes to have a Hellboy extended universe, guys. Because that's what we need. We need more extended universes.
I
Throw
really
John
like-
Constantine and Spawn in there.
I really like
Why not?
the Hellboy series, actually.
I need to
So
read that.
I could go for this
There's
as
only
long as it
one.
doesn't.
There was only one expanded movie I'd want, though.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get too extended.
I want a Lobster Johnson movie because I like Lobster Johnson a lot.
That would be pretty.
And
funny.
he's a super interesting noir detective for a supernatural world.
Yeah, it would.
Right.
If done the right way, it could make for like a great comedic action
Yeah.
movie. Especially, and that's something that definitely could be possible with how successful Deadpool was,
Mhm.
Right,
and now with Deadpool 2.
right. Alex Kurtzman has doubts on the whole Dark Universe series from Universal, guys. That mummy.
Well,
Who doesn't have doubts after the Mummy?
Well,
I
I
never
mean-
saw
watched
the
the
movie.
Mummy.
My thing about the mummy is that like, fucking
You've got 30 minutes of decent movie, and then you're sitting around bored as fuck for 2
yeah, you have
hours.
Russell Crowe basically playing fucking evil Nick Fury, being like, we're a secret group of organizations that you've never heard of before that stops evil, that goes bump in the night. Like S.H.I.E.L.D.? No, we're not S.H.I.E.L.D.
And then he turns into a fucking roided out gray dude. Oh my god! Throwing fucking people
Oh my
around and
God.
shit.
Dr. Jekyll and
Like,
Mr. Hyde.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's Dr.
Yeah,
Jekyll. He's
it's
Dr.
Russell
Jekyll.
Crowe
Yeah,
is-
Dr. Jekyll. But my thing about this is like when they first talked about the Dark Universe, apparently the Mummy's still gonna be there. They're like an Avenger style team now, because like the Invisible Man is gonna be played by Johnny Depp. Benicio del Toro is gonna be played by
Why do
Frankenstein.
they even need an actor to play the Invisible Man?
Because
'Cause
it's
it's
Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Depp.
And John and like
You
it's
could
the
literally
perfect.
just
it's-
hire like a dollar store
then you don't
voice
get the
actor.
name
and-
on.
But that's
Yeah,
the thing, like
true.
that's perfect. It's a fucking movie where I don't gonna have to see Johnny Depp's stupid face for once.
I like Johnny.
I don't
Depp's
like Johnny Depp that much. I
face.
don't.
I enjoy him. He
At
has
this
the
point, they
weirdest
should-
fucking roles ever.
Anytime that I see him doing something, it makes me think that Captain Jack Sparrow is just in this other world doing other shit.
That's my thing.
And that
doing
Fuck,
your
no,
Captain
no, no.
Jack
That-
Sparrow.
makes
that
the
is-
movie even better.
Yo, that's my that is my problem with Johnny Depp though. After Jack Sparrow, he just was Jack Sparrow in every other
peaked?
movie he played. Yeah, he peaked.
No, I disagree. There's
There's other roles.
I know he's pretty overrated, but I still think he's like top tier actor.
I mean, if they're gathering all these people, they might as well just remake The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's
Yes, I
not
would've
going to
liked
happen.
I hope not.
The way that that movie tanked is pretty much killed off that
That
franchise.
movie is so good
Good.
though.
I
I
mean-
watched the movie. It was.
I mean,
We've talked about it on a podcast before, and I said that I'm kind of conflicted on it because it's different from the comic books,
Oh yeah.
and that's why I don't like it. But that's also why I do like it.
Yeah, because people get raped in the comic
Yeah,
books like
because it's a
hardcore.
really-
Yeah, they
really
do. Holy
dark
shit.
series.
If you take the
And-
movie away from the comic book though, and like differentiate
Yeah.
them, I like the
Since-
movie.
It's definitely not a bad movie. I think that it just suffers from some pretty shit acting in parts.
I mean, people thought Twilight was good, and look at the mistake that was.
I mean, 4 movies later, and we're still.
5.
I meant like 4 after Twilight.
I mean, I don't think anybody ever really thought that Twilight was a good movie. You're just talking about like
15-year-old girls don't.
like 12-year-old to 16-year-old girls
Who have just
their,
found puberty.
wetting their pants over the idea of pale, sparkly vampires
Which was
wolves.
an
That
awful idea.
are for some reason not going to kill them.
Can we please forget the wolves?
The wolves were the worst part of that. They weren't like, they were just mopey, rapey wolves.
They're just
who were
fucking-
shirtless for some reason.
yeah, weird shirtless
It was-
Native Americans that are like, nah,
In
dog.
their contracts, be sure. Just like in
The-
vampires suck. Whatever that
whole fucking concept that they can't change with their clothes was just put in there just because
They wanted them to be shirtless.
They wanted them to be
But
shirtless.
they came back with their shorts on though. That was the one thing that fucking bothered me.
How?
So that they didn't have their floppy dog red rockets flopping around.
Oh my god.
I mean,
So the hair just went over their pants. Is that
I
what you're
guess,
telling me?
I don't know.
their pants
As
became
some-
their skin.
As somebody who has disappointingly read the books, they tied clothes to the dog leg to
Yeah.
their legs when they changed.
I read the first one and I regretted it.
You
every
said
time.
disappointedly
Who would
read
tie
the
them?
book.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'd say
okay,
too.
I gotta ask, who would tie them? Because if it's
No,
just this
like
one
while you're
group,
human form, they tied them to their leg with like elastic bands, so when they shifted, like the band expanded, and then they had clothes attached to their leg the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's fucking
That-
stupid.
that's
I
flawed.
I
It's
cannot
convoluted, but it allowed them to
I
have clothes for the
cannot
movie.
believe that people read those books and thought that that was good writing.
They were worth a lot of points
It
in
was-
whatever that bullshit class was we had to take.
It was fan fiction for.
50 Shades.
Oh wait,
Oh my
50 Shades
no,
of Grey was
50
fan
Shades was
fiction.
fan fiction.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Good
So
job,
close,
Jay.
I'm
So
sorry, I
close.
flipped it.
The director of Space Jam says Space Jam 2 is still happening, but it won't be for a while though.
I really
Yeah,
wish
it's
it wouldn't.
It's totally still happening.
It's a sequel that doesn't need to be made. The original is
Exactly.
the best.
Fuck you, LeBron is amazing.
They don't
Yeah.
need another one though.
You can't beat Michael.
Yeah, can we just have
Okay,
a
no. I will fucking argue on this. Like, I understand that Michael Jordan is a good basketball player.
He's the best.
He is not the best.
The last thing we
Shaq.
need is a Space Jam with fucking LeBron
We need
James.
another
Do you
Shaq
not
movie.
like King James?
No.
Do you watch
Oh,
basketball?
James.
You don't?
I don't
Okay.
have a problem with LeBron James.
All right,
I have
He's
no
a
problem.
douche.
Goddamn Satan.
No, he's not.
He's
He's,
a douche.
dude, fucking Jordan is way worse than LeBron.
You know
Jordan
why
had
I
a
don't?
gambling
You
problem.
know why I don't want fucking LeBron James in a goddamn anything?
Why?
Because of that fucking LeBron James meme vine. LeBron James.
That's gonna come back in full force.
Exactly.
Not
As soon as he's in everything, it's gonna be like Space Jam 2 starring LeBron James.
God damn it.
No, I will just say, I think if there was any person I would have chose to be in Space Jam 2, and it's not because I'm Asian, I would have wanted Jeremy
Oh, so it
Lin.
would've been
It would've been
Jeremy
Jeremy
Lin.
Lin. Like, Jeremy Lin's Space Jam would have been fucking amazing.
Have a white guy be in it for ironic purposes.
I don't know.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Space Jam is just a movie that even like by today's standards still holds up really well.
It's a shit movie.
And that's
Well-
totally disagree.
It's a shit.
that's
No, it
why
is a
it's
shit
great
movie.
movie.
I agree that it's a shit
It's
movie,
a shit,
but
but it's
I really
fun.
like
I like it. It's
Yeah.
a shit movie though.
Yeah.
I like it because when I was a kid, I liked it.
Yep.
When you see it
And-
now,
But that's the problem
also like
with
Freak-
sequeling movies that are that old that people still like today is that people are going to be expecting
yeah,
the
but
same
who?
thing.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
who would
not
you?
gonna
What
happen.
what like? LeBron James is the closest to a good role model athlete that hasn't done like any like Black Lives Matter or like punched their wife or anything like that. He is the
I
closest.
thought he got in trouble for something not that long ago.
No, LeBron has been like,
or like a couple years ago
Uh-uh.
at least.
No, he's been pretty clean.
dude. LeBron has married his high school sweetheart. He has done all of this shit. Like the other one, it would be Steph Curry.
What about Shack Attack?
Well,
I love Steph Curry though.
I don't want Steph Curry in a movie though.
Right.
Jesus.
He's
I
a board.
still just don't want a Space Jam 2.
Just
Can
give
we
Like-
just have
Jordan
another
back for
Michael
the second
Jordan?
one? Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
can we
I
just
want
have him
Shaq.
again?
Bring him back.
Shaq.
The entire
No,
movie,
motherfuckers, Charles Barkley for Space Jam 2.
The entire movie is just the Looney Tunes running around his house causing havoc.
Why not
I
just-
will watch it.
Why not just say fuck it and cast Bill Nye for Space Jam?
Yes.
I see no problem.
You know
with
what
that.
movie? You know what Space Jam 2 I'd like to see.
Exactly.
You know what Space Jam 2 I'd like to see? Colin Kaepernick's Space Jam 2.
Oh.
And he's going in there and the aliens are cops and he's like, nah man, you can't do that, man. I'm gonna kneel for this game. Like, there's no football. It's just 20 minutes of him kneeling against space cops.
God damn it.
I just saw Detroit, man. I'm still on this.
Alright, what's the next thing?
Next.
Dave Bautista is in talks to play the variant comics character, the Eternal Warrior. Guess what his power is?
He's immortal.
Hopefully being monotone and not having many lines.
Basically, yeah, I don't know. Valiant Comics is a weird thing. Like, they're trying to make an extended universe with with Sony. So like that's when we talk about Jared Leto playing Bloodshot, they're all in the same universe.
What's Bloodshot?
He's a fucking vampire super soldier assassin.
What?
Soldier. Yeah.
The only time that the only thing I ever think of when I hear about Dave Bautista being cast for something is I hope that he plays someone who doesn't talk much and is fucking dumb.
Because is he dumb?
He's the next big.
No, he's actually really smart, but
That's just the role he fits well.
Dave Bautista or the Eternal Warrior?
no,
Yes.
Dave Bautista is actually really smart.
Yeah, but he's not a good actor.
No. Like, not at all. Like
That's why I think he plays something like Drax pretty well, because he doesn't have to really do much to act that
I
part.
don't think his
And he
part
definitely looks the part for a
is
super
Inspector.
strength
He didn't
alien.
speak at all. I think Inspector. He
Yeah.
played the highway muscle basically.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get into some Marvel news. Ant-Man and Wasp has begun production and gets a synopsis. From the cinematic universe comes a new chapter featuring heroes with astonishing abilities to shrink. Ant-Man and Wasp. In the aftermath of Captain America: Civil War, Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, grapples with the consequences of his choices as both a superhero and a father. As he struggles to rebalance his home life with his responsibilities as Ant-Man, he's confronted by Hope Van Dyne, played by Evangeline Lilly, and Dr. Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas. And an urgent new mission. Scott must once again put on the suit and learn to fight alongside the Wasp as the team works together to uncover secrets from their past. All I'm hoping is that, like, instead of trying to get a job at Baskin Robbins, like, Paul Rudd gets a job at Dairy Queen and just absolutely fucking hates it because he can't get the blizzard to not fall out of the cup when he turns it over.
Jesus,
I
that'd be
hope
funny.
that they come out with a new villain for Ant-Man and Wasp, and it's like Dr. Raid, and he just sprays them with bug spray.
That should just happen. Like, they're walking and they're like, honey, there's ants. I got this. And
there he is, just like,
ah, it's dead burns. I don't know. Like, I really liked Ant-Man. I think like
it was
Ant-Man.
a fun movie.
yeah, me too.
Ant-Man is like one of my favorite Marvel movies, and I know like everyone's like, well, I like Avengers. I'm like, I liked Ant-Man a lot more than I like the Avengers.
It's just your average Joe.
Yeah, my thing about him, like my favorite thing about Ant-Man.
I liked Ant-Man's appearance in Civil War
Yeah, it was
more
like-
than I liked
Like,
Avengers.
who are you? Is like what Tony says. Come on.
Like, I like the idea of Giant Man. I love how they put Giant Man into like existence in that movie. Like, I like Paul Rudd too. I love Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd's one of the a really funny dude. And like, I like the fact that he actually has a family too. Like, he, comparatively to every other Marvel hero besides Clint Barton, apparently, he has a family. Don't know how the fuck that happened, but it did.
You
But,
see,
like,
when mommy and daddy love each other.
I will fucking choke you off of this. But no, like, but like, he's got problems. Like, that's why I think a movie with him and Peter Parker would be so awesome, because Peter'd be like, my life sucks. Like, my girlfriend just moved. You think that's bad? I spent 8 years in prison and worked at Baskin Robbins. He's like, all right, yeah, you're right. My life's shitty. So, like, you're a really good scientist. What are you doing with your degree? Do we want to get into this? Nah, I'm good. You're right. I'm gonna leave now. Good. Let's go. So, and then the Thor Ragnarok line that everyone like hears, like, yeah, I met him at work, came from a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation who visited the set. I hope we got to see the trailer because I don't think he's gonna see that movie, guys.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, it is.
You should feel
I
bad
was
about
just
that.
gonna say, I think that was probably his second wish.
To see that movie?
No, the first wish probably would have been to live long enough to see the movie. The second wish was to get the line in the movie.
Holy shit.
They're probably just sitting there like, well, I mean,
That's
we can
fucking
only really
horrible.
guarantee one of
What?
these. And they picked the easier of the two.
Like, fucking put the line in. I'm not spending money on this
Well,
kid.
yeah. So, Sam Jackson learned he was in a Captain Marvel movie
I heard-
because of internet
I heard
reports.
about this.
Like, he had
I
no
can-
idea.
he had no idea that he was cast in Captain
Captain
Marvel
Marvel.
until he read about it on the internet.
Oh.
So I'm just
Awkward.
picturing Jackson like sitting at his computer scrolling through like Yahoo News or something.
And like, this
And then
is-
he reads that and he's like, what the motherfucker?
yeah, he's like, these motherfuckers at Marvel. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
With all these snakes on this plane.
You'd think that someone like Sam Jackson, he's not as busy as like he used to be, not in as much stuff. But you'd think that someone like that, who's that well known and probably pretty sought after, you'd have the foresight to like get a hold of before you even started planning the movie.
I don't think he even knows Nick Fury's gonna have 2 eyes in this movie.
He's probably just gonna show up wearing the same costume.
Hey guys.
Yo, Jackson, why are you still wearing the eye patch? What do you mean? This is the costume. No. In this one he has 2 eyes.
Motherfucker!
Exactly.
Like he just walks away.
Dude,
Oh,
I
damn
want
it.
No. If
Now
that
I'm
happens-
just picturing that gif of the surprise motherfucker guy. It's just like, 2 eyes, motherfucker.
Yes.
So, honestly, if they're doing it in the 90s, I want Sam Jackson to have his Pulp Fiction fro, because
Yes.
that would work out.
That would be pretty cool.
Like, I want him to have his Pulp Fiction fro. So, Doctor Strange star Chiwetel Ejiofor and talks to voice Scar in the live-action remake of the Disney's The Lion King.
Which one did Ejiofor play?
He played, he was the black guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
there's only one.
Yeah, there's only
so
one black guy.
Oh, he was also in 12 Years a Slave.
Baron Mordo?
He was the slave in 12 Years a Slave.
I
Was he
know
in 20?
that.
No, that was him.
That I could have figured out pretty easy.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I like his voice quite a bit, actually. And
Like I
do
said-
we know what he's playing?
Scar.
Okay, so he's gonna play Scar.
Right.
No, that fits pretty well, actually.
Right, because he's got that, like, dark demeanor, and, like, we were talking about, like,
I never liked how kind of campy the original Lion King Scar's voice was.
Really? You didn't like
Jerry
that?
Irons?
No.
It was more charismatic. than
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I wanted something that was more
Rough.
sinister, kind of thing, like a.
Yeah, but he was trying to be a leader.
In this
Yeah.
case,
He was too good at persuading me to his side.
yeah,
Not
exactly.
But you kind of want to. It's like a political drama, so you kind of
Like, yeah, he's trying to be a leader, but I mean, in the Lion King, none of the other lionesses or anything are like actually like on his side. They're all just kind of like sitting back, waiting for someone to do something.
But he's got the hyenas.
And yeah, but they're not lions. Is not who he's trying to be a leader of. They're also pretty. I don't know. I don't want to say evil because they're not really that evil.
Yeah,
They're
women's
not
misguided.
good people.
They're goofy.
I mean, they're not people at all, but yeah. But I don't know. I think his voice will fit a little bit better.
With a
It's
darker
much
tone.
more. Yeah, it's much darker, much deeper, and much more monotone.
Pacific Rim 2 pushed back to March 2018.
That's okay.
But John Boyega hints that there's going to be upgrades to the kaijus and them Jaegers.
Okay, I'm
I
pretty
thought they
psyched for
solved the
that.
whole kaiju problem in the first one.
You shut your fucking mouth, okay? I just want more giant
Now
robot
Now there's
battles.
another kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
At that
lie.
point, why not just make it Pacific
Shut
Rim
your whore
versus
mouth.
Atlantic Rim?
I will fuck you up
East Coast
right
versus
now.
West Coast.
Have
I
you
want
guys
one.
ever actually seen where the two oceans meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. The water like doesn't mix because of the salt levels differentiated each one.
Yeah, have you watched One Piece? That's why I learned that thing happened.
I mean, that's not how I learned about it.
I learned about it from One Piece because Oda was talking about how amazing it was. I'm like, all right, Oda, I'll take
It's
a look.
okay.
But I don't. Anyways, Pacific Rim 2 is another movie that I just don't think needed to happen. I watched Pacific Rim with these guys, Zach and Gil. I don't remember how long ago that was. We
That was
liter-
4
It
years
was a
ago.
couple-
Yeah,
No, it wasn't that
I
long.
mean, yeah, months.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago for us. We literally like walked up to a $5 bin, reached our hands in, and the movies we picked out were the movies we watched.
Still haven't watched
And-
mine yet.
Yeah, one
What
was
was that?
Pacific Rim, and I literally sat through the entire movie and watched the whole thing. Like, didn't fall asleep, didn't really like look away or go do anything else, wasn't doing anything else, and didn't retain a fucking thing. Other than the Chinese robot has 3 arms for some reason, and they all died.
Goddamn Chinese buildings.
Dude, straight up, I liked it.
I
did
didn't
too. I really
hate
liked
it.
it.
I just
The only part I didn't
Yeah.
like was where they built a wall and they were like, "This is gonna work."
exactly.
It's like, that's stupid.
Just like in America.
Oh, you didn't like that
Shit.
that strange political tale about modern politics and building walls that don't work?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan showed us what happens when you build a wall.
Well, I mean, if you
Yeah, but the
watch,
Mexicans aren't 20 foot tall and like fucking destroying
If
people.
they'll
Still get around it.
if we're gonna talk Attack on Titan, season 2 has been in full swing lately.
And
At least it's getting dubbed.
Stupid.
Have you actually watched it?
Yeah. I don't like Attack on Titan.
Disagree. They're actually like flushing some actual story and
Max
going
and I are in
somewhere with
agreement
it.
on the first season of Attack on
Yeah,
Titan.
I mean, like, if
Yeah,
they're
the
fleshing
first-
shit out and stuff, maybe I'll give it another chance.
Yeah.
But like, the first season's crap.
The first season is kind of like
Aaron Yeager
I
being
really-
a whiny bitch.
I really like it for the action scenes and stuff like that, and that kept me going up until then. And now season 2 is kind of like the action scenes are slowing down, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. But now they're starting to like get into where the Titans are actually coming from, and there's like multiple kids that turn into Titans and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean you don't have to spoil it for everybody. Spoiler warnings.
I'm not gonna watch it, so.
I don't know. I'm still conflicted because again, like the action is really slowed down.
No, I get
But-
you. Like, I get you 100%, but I'm just
I don't
personally,
know.
I was just personally not a big fan of, fucking, Attack on Titan to me was just I don't like the characters. I found the characters to be stupid.
And that's where I differ too, is because I like a lot of the Attack on Titan characters. Not very many of the main characters, but like the side characters, like the other.
That's my problem
Dead
with it.
and
Like,
such.
I should be liking this, like, the main character, but I think the main character is just a whiny ass bitch.
I mean, he
Shinji.
literally watched his mom get eaten.
That's cool,
I mean, that would probably turn people into a little bit of whiny bitches.
I guess.
I mean, to be fair, Shinji.
Yeah.
Lol.
Okay. Most of Infinity Wars will be based on Earth, like, which is kind of sad because you see, if you watch, like, you know, it's kind of sad that you have the Guardians, like, you know.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see Star-Lord back on Earth too.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be like, oh my gosh, there's a second Ninja Turtles. There's 4 more and a reboot.
But yeah, I think
There's a trans.
I think if they were gonna do Star-Lord coming back to Earth, I would prefer that it be in his own movie.
Right, because I thought it would have been like, it would be funny fish out of water coming back to Earth and like trying to adapt to it.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Right.
Like,
Well, like it's really interesting how at the end of Guardians 2, spoiler warning, he gets that Zune,
yeah.
and they're talking about how much music is on it, and this is like the most incredible thing that he's ever seen. And in 2017, Zune died like 5 years ago.
I just wanted to finally, like, with the Zune, I
It's like a
hope
Microsoft
that
iPod.
I hope
It is.
with the Zune, I hope that he like gets the Eminem song "Forget About Dre," because if you've ever seen Chris Pratt in an interview, he can fucking rap Eminem's part to "Forget About Dre" on point.
What?
Yeah, it's
I remember
fucking
watching it.
yeah,
That's
right.
pretty dope.
It's fucking dope. I'm glad I have another Wigger Asian that I can talk about dope shit about.
God damn it.
We use the
I
same
feel like
words.
if you're not white, you can't say that.
All right. I'm glad to have another Asian who accepts
A
black
yigger.
culture for what it was. A chigger, actually.
Chiga? Chiga?
Chigger, please. But
Chiga what?
but like no, for me though, like I think that like I fucking hate you. Like for me though, like with Infinity Wars, like I don't know, I kind of wanted a more interstellar, like a galactic.
Something on a bigger scale.
Right, and like
Big Space Wars.
yeah, to the fact that it's like mostly based on Earth is a
Yeah.
little upsetting.
You could even call it
Star Wars.
Get the
But they're
fuck out.
trekking. But they're also trekking the stars too.
Oh,
I don't
motherfucker.
want that part. Get that out.
So, but what if there was a battle in the stars, a galactic style,
Oh.
Where there's a gate.
with stars in it?
Then I think most people would lose interest.
But what if they reached Atlantis with this gate to the stars?
What if we
That's-
went
I
on to the
wouldn't
next
care.
topic?
I'd be done.
I like John's idea.
It movie, the first It movie will be longer than the 2-episode miniseries combined. So the 2-episode miniseries was almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it's gonna be like 2
Yeah,
hour and 30
fuck
minutes.
my balls, dude. I'm getting sick of fucking borderline 3-hour movies.
Go see The Dark Tower. It's only 1 hour and 37 minutes.
Yeah,
Prepare
okay.
a disappointment.
Heard some wonderful things about that
I'll
movie.
watch it.
I
when-
still want to watch it because again, Stephen King has said that he likes it. And if but
I'm gonna point this out.
I mean, he is the author. It is his story.
Right. So he like, if someone goes, I like my Rochambeau's podcast. If someone's like, someone recreated a Rochambeau's thing, they're like, yeah, I think it's cool. Deep down, like, because someone made something out of it, that's great. But like, it's just kind of like when you think about it like that. Stephen King seems like a dude that kind of has an ego. So like, he's like, yeah, of course I like whatever anyone makes about me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like how I figure Stan Lee. Like, Stan Lee didn't make the cool Spider-Man shit, but he takes fucking credit for it. He's
He
like,
doesn't really take credit for it. He
Dude.
just takes credit for creating Marvel, basically, which he didn't do by himself.
right.
You don't hear about the other guys.
Right, that's what I mean though. It's just kind of like I feel like he's the one of the people who would
It's
suck
just that the Stan Lee cameos have become such a staple part of Marvel movies that even though it's everybody else doing them now, they still want that as part of their movies.
No, that's understandable. And Deadpool releases the first pick of Domino.
It looks pretty cool. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down pro.
I like me some chocolates. So
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people asking if they're gonna do the ashen skin color thing, and I'm not for it. Like, I'm not for...
It'd be whitewashing.
Exactly. I'm
Whoa.
not for whitewashing a black woman for the sake of
Yeah.
making her white.
I like the way she looks. She's
Yeah,
got
I
that
do
like
too,
hot
actually.
vibe.
I
Like,
really dig the afro, too.
right. Like I know everyone like, you know, we've had that conversation about diversity and shit like that.
I don't even think it's about that. At this point, with how much people liked the Deadpool movie, shut the fuck up and let them make the next
Did you see
one.
how many people were complaining about like that, how she looks and that she's black and that she
Yeah.
became like holy fucking shit.
Yeah, it's quite a few people, which is pretty dumb. But again, look at how many people ended up loving the first Deadpool. At this point in production, shut your fucking mouth, let them make their fucking movie, and then go to the theaters and watch it, and then rant about how much you love it on Twitter after you leave.
Or rant about it on YouTube and
Or
be like,
Facebook
10
or
out of
whatever.
10.
Yeah, or watch
Well-
the Rochambeau's review when it comes
Right.
out.
I don't know
I
if
mean-
you've played The Long Dark.
A long time ago, yeah.
So it is getting a movie adaptation by the
Well, I wouldn't
Resident
say
Evil.
a long time ago. It's been about
It's
a year.
getting a movie adaptation by the Resident Evil producers.
Oh, great. So that they can make more shit movies about video games.
What is The Long Dark about?
It's like a survival game. I
Okay.
don't know. It's difficult to explain.
It's still in its pre-release.
Yeah,
thing.
because it's been a long time since I played it, and I play so many games now that it's like a week to a month after I finish something, I've already like moved on to like 7 different other games, and I don't really remember that much.
It's understandable.
I'll have to replay it though, just so I can go see the movie and compare them together.
You're right. I'm really sad Ryan isn't here for this next story.
I think we talked about this last week.
We did not.
I thought we touched up on it.
No, we just talked about how Ryan hated.
All
we were
right.
talking about
Well,
John Cena joins the Bumblebee spinoff.
Because you can't see him.
I want him to have a cloaking device in this.
I want him to just not be in the movie and them say that he's in there. And they're
Like, no.
What are
I
you
wa-
talking about? He's right here. And
I
they
want-
point to a screen that's got nothing but Bumblebee on it.
Honestly, like, if there's anything, I want them to do recon, and he's like, "It's okay, man. You can't see me." I just want as many "you can't see me" references in this. I'm pretty sure this is
Anybody got eyes on John Cena?
No, I can't see
He
him.
gets a,
Nope,
he gets
can't
a
see
phone
him.
call, and it's just these theme songs.
Like, yeah, like, I'm pretty positive, like, tomorrow the wrestling guys and me are gonna fucking joke about this all fucking night when we talk about this, but, like, I'm for it. Like,
I'm not.
I'm jumping on this. Like,
When you-
I'm definitely seeing the Bumblebee movie when it comes out
When
now.
you become as big of a meme as John Cena was last year, I don't care. Your career is over.
It's Joel.
Every-
He's been saying you can't see me since like 2004 though.
Yeah.
No, dude, it was more. It was like 2002. He came out. I'm
No,
pretty
that
sure.
was more him just saying.
No, he
like,
started.
live
No.
stuff.
He started wrestling, and in
Oh, yeah.
1998, and then he didn't get the like whole I'm a rapper like from the streets of Boston until 2002. And so when he started like, when people really liked him, that was his thing because like he could still do the STF like. The STFU wasn't called the attitude adjustment, and the FU was called the like STF. It was.
No,
was
the STFU was
yeah.
the submission.
yeah. The STF. Oh, you watched that wrestling?
He did. That's like my life.
No, I'm so good.
Bro, oh my gosh, I love you. Dude, I am
I
loving Zach more
I
and
don't know.
more.
Like,
By the way,
back on to Bumblebee spin-off.
Yeah,
good question. DC Bumblebee or Transformers Bumblebee?
Transformers.
Transformers, probably.
No, yeah. What? Why
What's
would we
DC
do?
Bumblebee?
She shrinks. She's the Wasp of the DC universe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
Exactly like the same fucking character.
Yeah,
actually.
except she's black and yeah,
She's a bee,
yeah,
Instead
and
of
the
a
other
wasp.
one's a wasp.
right.
It's totally fucking different. One of them is a huge fucking bitch. That's the difference.
And then when the Atom.
I don't like wasps.
And then when the and then when the Atom teams up with Bumblebee, the Atom doesn't smack her for just talking. That's pretty
Damn.
much all I got.
I guess.
Holy shit.
Have you ever read the Ultimate version of Ant-Man?
No.
He
He's a
beats the
smasher of the
shit
day.
out of the Wasp.
I have not read comics.
Like I will
in
give
2
you,
years.
I will give you one of them. She says hi, and he hits her and says, "Get out of the room."
Well,
Yeah.
why the fuck is that?
Isn't the
Anyways,
entire Ultimate Universe like that?
It's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a perfect
Yeah.
couple right
It's
there.
all fucked up.
Yeah.
No, but really, John Cena, like, I'm gonna go see this. It's gonna be fucking terrible.
I don't know.
I really like John Cena, though.
once someone is memed that hard, it is impossible for me to take them seriously in anything. Like
Nicolas Cage.
I literally, yeah,
Oh,
him
Jesus.
too, actually. I literally like see John Cena on TV, and I'm immediately brought back to him just like all of the gifs, all of the jokes, everything from 2016.
Turns
I
out
can't
that John
do it.
Cena is actually Bumblebee's real voice.
Holy shit.
Oh my god,
And
that
then
would be
from that
amazing.
point on, they just stopped filming Bumblebee.
Because you can't see him anymore.
Right. So,
And then it just blinks out the second
Right.
he says anything. You're like, fuck.
so I don't
That's how
know.
they save on production costs.
You like
Yes.
I'm bringing back, you know, when we talked about Rocco's Modern Life last week and how
Yeah.
it's like everything's getting too dark and gritty. Well, the DC's finally taking that into recognition, and it's like Shazam will be a fun, lighthearted DC film, and I'm so pumped.
Shazam.
I love Shazam, dude. Shazam is amazing.
He's 10.
He's a 10-year-old in a grown man's body fighting people.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
That definitely does sound like what I would want from a Shazam movie. Is something not
Light-hearted
as
kitty.
yeah,
Dark,
not
gritty.
necessarily kiddie, but definitely not something that's on the darker, gritty
I want
side
something fun. I
of
want it to
what's
be.
been happening to DC
Yeah.
lately.
I want it to be an adventure and magic movie.
But then again, the type of stuff that's been going on at DC lately is what I don't want in any kind of movie.
Let me ask
The children.
do you bleed?
Well, we haven't had Batman voice since we've switched Batmans at least.
The children of the. Are you talking about like the children of the Justice League that came in?
I don't know. No, I'm talking about like Batman versus Superman,
Oh,
Wonder
right,
Woman.
right. No, I
Those
don't. I don't want
movies
that.
I don't want to happen again.
I don't know. Like I said, Wonder Woman was fun for the parts. that
Wonder
I-
Woman was not fun.
Wonder
Wonder
Woman
Woman
was-
was pretty. It was pretty okay.
Right. Like this.
Yeah.
I
definitely
like the
liked
end fight
Wonder
more
Woman.
than you do, though.
I think the end fight's just kind of really lame.
I like Dragon Ball Z, so I really like the end fight.
I like Dragon Ball Z too. I don't like mixing Dragon Ball Z and Wonder Woman in a blender and then turning it on and calling it a fucking fruit.
No,
smoothie.
and then you gotta add Fate Stay Night, because he's making weapons, like Shiro does in Fate Stay Night.
No.
Unlimited Blade Works.
No.
Did you see? No, you can't tell me you didn't
I
think
know
of
that.
You can't tell me you didn't think of Unlimited Blade Works when that was happening.
I
I
did
didn't.
not actually.
I did. I was like, this is like Dragon Ball Z mixed with Unlimited Blade Works. And then, so, Then we go into our TV news, and Elongated Man is joining the Flash, which makes me sad because I really wanted Plastic Man.
Wait, there's 2 different ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 2 different stretching heroes in the DC universe. Elongated Man is this like good.
Purple, black,
Yeah, he's like
white.
he's this good, light-hearted guy,
Uh-huh.
and then you have Plastic Man, who's a fucking badass.
He's
Who is
also a jokester.
he is a jokester, and he's comic relief. And if you've ever watched Batman: Brave and the Bold,
Yes, he was
Yeah.
in that one.
oh,
He was
Yes.
fantastic in Brave and the Bold.
Elongated Man was also in Brave and the Bold because he teamed up with Plastic Man, and they both got stuck in a taffy machine, and Batman had to save the day.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Right, and so the Flash will no longer have speedsters as a villain. We fucking heard this last season, by the way. We fucking heard last season that the Flash wouldn't have the speedster villain, that Dr. Alchemy was going to be the first villain that wasn't a main villain, that wasn't a speedster. And do you know who our fucking main villain was at the end of Flash Season 3?
Another speedster.
Another speedster. I'm not going to ruin it because Jay hasn't seen it, but
Yeah, I
it's
haven't
fucking
through it.
stupid. It made me mad.
Haven't watched it, still know it.
It's so... Oh, right? Wasn't that not a stupid-ass twist?
It's like, hey, you know that thing we said we weren't gonna do? We did it.
Yeah. It's not that person. No. It's that person. Like, eh.
Like with Batman Arkham Knight. It's not the Red Hood.
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
that pissed me off
That
so
made,
much.
like,
It's
see,
the Red
that
Hood.
ending made me so mad. Like, I'm just like,
Like,
y'all
the
could
game
have done...
was great, and
Yeah.
then, bam, Red Hood.
Like, y'all could have done, like,
Oh.
y'all could have chose, like, a different Batman fucking person to be fucking...
Like,
Just the
screw
Arkham
with
Knight.
everyone, make it Harley.
Not even that. Like, you could have chose anyone else from the Batman family.
Or you screw with
You
everyone.
could have been...
again.
It could have been Dick Grayson. I would have...
said, like, Damian going, like, batshit crazy.
Or the Batman clones. Like,
Yeah.
you had so much more.
Commissioner Gordon himself.
That would have been actually pretty interesting.
That would've been-
Exactly.
That would have been interesting. But, like, no, you had to choose Jason Todd.
The most.
Which made no sense in that, like...
Yeah. It's like,
Timeline.
Jason
Because all your
Todd-
DLCs had Red Hood in it from the
Yeah.
last. Like, that was my thing about the Arkham Knight. Like, I did not like the Jason Todd twist. That was the only thing I did not like about
I
Arkham
did
Knight.
because that's who the Arkham Knight was.
I get that. I'm not fucking stupid. I played the game.
But they said it was some other fucking character. Like somebody brand fucking... No, it's the goddamn Red Hood.
I don't know. I
Legends
liked
of
it.
Tomorrow is supposed to feature more magic instead of sci-fi this season. I'm so happy.
I'm fine about
I
it.
love
Legends
it.
of Tomorrow's is just a
I
fun
love
TV
Legends
show.
of Tomorrow.
I have not watched it.
It's
Watch
good.
it.
Okay, so I think the only people that are going to talk about this because they find interesting is Sony gets the Funimation distribution rights, which means which means that hopefully Sony fixes their PlayStation Funimation app because it's total garbage.
Hopefully, Sony fixes every Funimation app. There isn't a single Funimation app that actually works.
Ours have been working really well lately.
On
though.
the Xbox One, or
Yeah, our Xbox One has been really good. For like a good month and a half. It wasn't saving where we left off,
Yeah, that
but
was
now it's
irritating as
starting
shit.
to save back and shit like that.
my problem on the Xbox One's app is that anytime I'll open the app and it'll take me to the home page,
And then it freezes.
and I'll
and-
click on something on the home page, and then it shuts the whole app down,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then I have to like restart everything, or it'll tell me that like it's whatever I'm trying to watch isn't available, and then
Right.
it'll close the app. And
Well,
I'm like,
with this Sony, like, I think what it means is that Sony, like, any DVD that Funimation distributes is gonna have the Sony logo on it now. Like, I don't think it's really gonna, like, they're more of a silent partner. They're not gonna be doing shit or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Turns
Yeah.
out they censor everything.
Right.
Damn it.
totally possible.
Stretch Armstrong is coming to Netflix, guys.
Oh, good
Who's
God.
Armstrong?
He was a toy from the fucking.
This is serious.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, he
God.
was like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like
A
what,
wrestler
like
with stretchy
eight,
arms.
8 or
yeah.
10 inches tall.
Yeah.
And you could like stretch him out
Yeah.
and throw him around.
And like, if you
shit.
pierce the thing, like, they had to recall.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, for a while they had to recall Stretch Armstrong because kids were drinking the liquid that made him
Yeah, that was
stretch, 'cause
inside
it was
of him.
made of sugar.
Well, because it would like break too, and then
Yeah.
it would leak out.
But it was like poisonous sugar.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be drank.
Yeah, Eli's just looking like,
I had sticks.
I was gonna say I ate paint chips and I turned out all right. So
We just keep telling you, John.
Yeah.
what could be what
Just
could
say that.
possibly be inside of Stretch Armstrong that could not be good for children?
Lead.
More paint chips.
Netflix to work with Bone Studios on the Knights of the Zodiac anime, as well as a new Devilman anime. And nothing gets me more pumped because I really like Devilman. And I
Did-
only...
Did Bones do the Cyborg 009
They did not.
with Devilman? Okay, good.
You didn't like that one?
No, I'm not a fan of Cyborg 009.
I liked 009. I don't like the
Yes.
Netflix one, the CGI anime one, because I thought it was...
Well, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, because the Devilman one is... the Devilman versus 009 is an animated anime one.
Yeah,
And that one's really pretty. It's really cool.
I wasn't a huge fan, but I do really like Devilman, and I really love Saint Seiya.
I've only
So,
seen bits and
I'm
pieces of Saint
super
Seiya.
excited for Knights of the Zodiac. It was one of my favorite shows growing up.
And it's the Galactic War arc, so it's
Mhm.
passing through like
Yeah, it's gonna pass through all that beginning exposition bullshit that we already know
Right.
and don't care about.
all I'm wanting, dude, is I want a Ronin Warriors reboot, and
That would be pretty cool.
I want Ronin Warriors. That'd be pretty.
As long
dope.
as they do it right.
right,
I don't want to say like that they shouldn't stay true to the original, but they've definitely got to like deviate a little bit.
like what they did with Voltron,
Yeah, kinda.
in my opinion.
Although do it in a better manner than Voltron because I still think Voltron Defenders is a little boring.
I like it.
So in other words, character development, but not like 2 seasons worth of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Condensed
whatever.
it into at least 1 season.
I like Voltron.
I think it's fun to watch, but they did spend a lot of time developing people that could have been.
I definitely enjoyed it like the first couple episodes, and then it just really slowed down, and I wasn't as interested. And I think part of that is because it was really marketed more towards a younger audience too,
Right,
and I just kind of fell off that.
right. Hackers leaked the Game of Thrones scripts.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
saw that too.
It's kind of sad.
I'm not too worried
It's
about it.
hilarious.
I'm on the opposite fence, even though I'm always sitting here saying spoiler alerts after Kien spoils something. But I don't believe that spoilers ruin the experience of watching something either.
It's about the journey, bruh.
It's not necessarily even that. It's like, it's all how you perceive every aspect of the media that you're watching. Because you're not just, with the script being licked.
With the script, a bunch of hackers licked
Yeah.
the script.
That's right, the Daenerys Jon Snow sex scene.
Tastes like deception.
Tastes like incest.
Aw. Bet you know what that tastes like. Anyways,
I have no clue.
even though it's the scripts that are being released, you don't know how each line's going to be delivered. You don't know the background of each screen, like
That's
the
true.
frames that the scenes are going to be put at.
You
I
don't
mean,
know
there's
how
still
it's
so much in
all
the
together.
episode that you don't know what's going to happen there.
You'll
And I
never
mean,
see it coming.
you never know when you're reading a script. Usually they'll put something in the lines in between the actual dialogue of like what actions are going on, but it's usually like one line, and it could literally be like a battle happens, and it could be like half the episode. I mean, it could be intense. I mean, I remember the script for Battle of the Bastards. The little line that to describe what was going on in the Battle of the Bastards in the script that they were handed for their lines and such was just Battle of the Bastards scenario.
By the
Okay.
way, I really do also hope it's not intense, because you'd think at this point they'd be in buildings.
No, they're still intense.
Thank you.
It's medieval timey, so
Yes.
they're still intense.
Fucking hate you, Gil. God
Tents
damn.
and castles.
Boy. I'm gonna smack you.
It's a dragon.
And forts.
Arrested Development Season 5 begins production, and this one is going to be a murder mystery, and it's going to parody the elections.
Oh, I mean, South Park did it.
Not necessarily in a murder mystery form,
Oh,
but
no.
I find it to be enjoyable. I like Arrested Development enough.
it's alright.
I don't know. It's supposed to be a parody of Making a Murderer.
Dead dove. Dead
Is that what that
No,
Okay,
no.
I was gonna say.
That's
Is
another
that-
thing because that's just gonna be a Funny or Die thing. That's like a 20-minute long thing.
Well, that
Who drew the dick pic?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what it was called, like what the actual name of it was, but the Netflix trailer of the Who Drew the Dicks, that was fucking great. And my favorite thing ever was the guy commenting underneath it. It's obviously fake. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Was that Jesse? No.
It was Adam.
Adam.
Adam fucking does it. And then we go into Ben Diesel's like movie company is going to reboot the Miami Vice series for NBC. Oh, it's gonna be weird.
Long
gonna be-
sigh.
CSI Miami Vice. Get the same actor do the same joke every episode. It looks like we've got something convolutedly stupid.
I don't know.
Looks like he
I don't-
should have stayed in the shade and puts on glasses.
I'm not really into the
God damn.
like these crime TV shows like Miami Vice or CSI or anything like that. They're pretty boring. So it fits Vin Diesel pretty well.
Right, and so then we go into the DuckTales reboot. Will start off with a TV movie, which I'm cool for. I love them DuckTales.
Yeah, that starts soon.
Yep, the Divergent series will finish off its fucking run with a star show called The Ascendants. I didn't even know this shit was still going on.
It was
Nothing-
gonna become a TV show.
Nothing says I didn't know this shit was still going on, like going from theater releases to a show on Stars to finish out your canonical story.
I mean, that's just sad.
Yeah.
Like, not
I
even
mean,
Twilight was that bad.
Clearly
And it was
means that
Twilight.
people just
Oh.
aren't paying attention to it anymore.
The Dark Tower TV series taps a Walking Dead alum, Glenn Mazzaro, for writer. I think he wrote the first season, so with the weird guy who was telling people he's gonna fucking kill them.
That's
I mean, that's
fine.
perfect
the
motivation right there.
The first
Holy
season
shit.
of the first season of Walking Dead has some of the best writing, so
It does.
So now we get into some awesome news. Kirsten Dunst hates the new Spider-Man movie. From an interview, she says, "We had the best one, so who cares about Spider-Man now?" Dunst says, "I'm like, you make it all you want. They're just milking that cow for money. It's so obvious. You know what I mean?"
Who's Kirsten Dunst?
She
The
played
one who played
Mary Jane.
Played Mary Jane.
back in Tobey
2000.
Maguire.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland responds, she's entitled to her own opinion. I'm not one to judge at all. I definitely am not doing this movie for the money. I mean, it's a job that I think anyone would do regardless of what you were getting paid, you know? All I know is I had the greatest time on this movie, and I absolutely loved it. And you know, if she doesn't want to go and see it, I don't really care. I don't dislike her in any way for what she said. She's entitled to her own opinion, so it's cool. I'm just like,
That's
It's
mature
pretty
of
chill.
him.
I'm kind of on her side, but that's only because in the upside down kiss scene, it's raining and you can totally see her nips through a shirt. And I was like, I don't remember, like, not that old when this came out, and that was amazing for me, to me.
like, I don't know, like,
Oh my
for her saying that shit, I just think it's like kind of fucked up. Like, I feel like it's just like I want to be relevant again.
Yeah,
Kind of
I,
childish.
like-
I'm
Right.
definitely on the side. What?
Has she done anything?
Wasn't she like Melancholia or whatever?
Yeah, the last thing she was
She's
known for
been
was Melancholia. which
Doing
was-
some stuff, but nothing huge like
Right, but like
Spider-Man.
for
but-
me, it's just kind of like why you gotta damper on someone's fucking success?
Yeah,
Like,
that's where I'm kind of at too. It's like I can understand if you didn't like it, and if you definitely think that the old ones are better, but you don't have to like go out of your way
and
to
be a fucking
shit on
bitch,
somebody
right?
about
It's
it.
kind of like if John's channel like picks up better than mine, I'm not gonna say anything,
He's
even though
totally
I
gonna
fucking
say
hate
something.
him. But like, you know, like no, but for real, like I don't get the point of like being like, hey, like this kid fucking lives to be Spider-Man.
I will totally disagree with Tom Holland on the it's something that anybody would do regardless of the pay. I am not going through that massive amount of training and all of that shooting for a movie for free just to be like, yeah, I was Spider-Man.
Well, no, I'd imagine you'd still get paid decently. He's just
Well,
saying it's not
I
worth
know that, but he's saying like
most kids want to grow up to be Spider-Man.
there's a difference between.
He literally grew up to be Spider-Man.
It's pretty
Exactly.
cool, but there's totally a difference between actually being Spider-Man and playing him in a movie. I don't know if you've ever actually like watched actors acting out scenes on sets where most of the stuff is all CGI and stuff
Right.
like that. It's super
Boring.
boring. Like watching I recently saw a video of them filming the Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah, no, I found
Yeah,
that.
and he's just sitting there spinning his arms at normal speed,
That's hilarious.
and she's
Jumping
ready to
up.
fly, and
Yeah.
she just does this like little 3-inch jump off the ground.
And they're like, cut.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god.
I'll
As
get
much
back.
as I'm not a fan of CGI, I'm so glad it exists.
to be fair, who wants to really grow up to be the actual Spider-Man? You get your uncle killed. You can't have Ready Rice anymore.
It's alright, Rice-A-Roni's a better brand
I was gonna
anyways.
say, you can always go to a different brand.
I fucking.
Oh my god. You think Aunt May breaks down too when she goes to the grocery store to get rice?
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Like you have to get bitten by a spider and you kind of just pass out for a couple days. Wake up being super strong. You're a teenager, so there's stuff with your body that's going on already.
So are you
I'm
friends?
totally down for it.
this?
I'd sacrifice one of my uncles to be super strong and have spider semen.
Oh my god. Shoot out of your wrist.
ESPN to turn its channel into ESPN Ocho from
For a
dodgeball
day.
for a day.
Yeah.
I am
Yes.
so fucking pumped.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
Ocho.
cool.
I love the
it's pretty
Ocho.
cool news.
The sports that's closest thing to sports, the Ocho.
Yes.
Fucking love dodgeball. It's like one of my favorite movies of all. It's dumb as fuck.
Oh
It's
god, yeah.
amazing.
If you can dodge a wrench,
You can dodge a ball. If you can dodge moving traffic, you can dodge a ball.
I'm pretty sure moving traffic's easier to dodge than a small rubber ball.
God, I hope so.
YouTube Red has ordered a half-hour comedy, Cobra Kai, which will return Ralph Macchio and William Zabka in their roles from The Karate Kid.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be hilarious.
I've heard. I wasn't a huge fan of YouTube Red when it got announced, but I've actually been hearing a lot of really good things from people about it.
There's certain series that I'm interested in, but like,
Yeah. Well, one that I've heard a lot about is I don't know what the name of it is yet or anything. The Game Grumps have been doing something with YouTube Red, some sort of show, and they've been saying that, and they're usually pretty picky on stuff. They've been saying that like the writing for it is really good, and the teams that they're giving the teams a lot of freedom to
Oh,
do
that-
their own thing.
that's awesome though.
And so that's pretty cool because a lot of TV studios do not do that anymore. And movie studios as well. A lot of the background producers and the guys that just fork out the money pretty much.
Yeah, and when we start
take
doing
all
videos,
creative
if you guys
control.
don't show a picture of your dick at least once every 5 episodes,
I mean,
don't
I'll
know.
just put mine in every episode.
just hidden somewhere.
John will substitute for all of us.
Yeah.
So will John be our dick double?
Or
Yeah,
stuffed dick.
I vote John as tribute.
John is our dick double, so when we do live videos and you see dicks flopping around, that's John.
Just
All
have
right.
it float around
We're
the
gonna have that
screen.
old
Just-
Six Flags theme song going on while I'm pelvic thrusting my floppy shaft behind everybody.
Alright, so Tegan Croft has been cast as Raven for the Teen Titans series. And
Is
let's
this another animated series?
No, it is
No,
a
it's
live
live.
action series.
For
So
their exclusive streaming service.
yeah,
Okay. Is this the one that was kind of sort of advertised at Comic-Con then?
yes. Want to take a look at who this Tegan Croft
I've seen.
lady is? She,
She kind of fits the bill, pretty much.
Yep.
I guess.
She's already got the short hair, I suppose.
Yeah.
She looks
That's-
pretty mopey and sad.
She looks pretty
Oh,
young, I guess, but Raven's not really that old.
Right.
Modern Family.
What? talking about the girl from Modern Family being
I
hot?
said she kind of looks like it.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
like, I was like, I mean, you're young enough to think that, but dude.
No, I was just like, she kind of looks like that one person from Modern Family.
Oh, no, that's understandable. So, that's been the news.
Woo! We did it.
Yeah, this comes out Sunday, and then our other podcasts will come out all the other weeks. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
The other weeks.
The other days.
The other days
Got
of
you,
the
Kien.
week.
Yep, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We have a Facebook page, we have a YouTube channel, and I'm thinking, Braden, I don't know if you're listening, you're coming over tonight, but I'm gonna give you the helms of a Twitter account for us.
Woo! Don't fuck us over.
Don't fuck us over.
Eventually, we'll be on
Alright.
Podbean and.
I was gonna
iTunes.
say otherwise. Right now, I just share everything on Twitter, but I don't get much response.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to John's I Am John Dean YouTube page.
Oh
which
yeah,
there will also be a link down below.
playing video games and shit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself, Eli. All right, I'm Kien Ibanez.
I'm John Dean.
Max Cooley.
Still jailed in camp.
God damn it, Jay.
Sick
Still
Mexican guy friend. Gonna kill myself.
on the new one.
All right. Bye, guys.